All right, y'all, welcome back to the video again, man. It's your coolest dude on YouTube, man. Hey, check this out. In November, it's gonna be that time for us to vote, man, and make that decision for who's gonna run this world, man. But I pretty much had, like I said, voted for Biden in the first round. But it's like I got to change of heart for the simple fact that it's like, man, dude need to go and just step down and go and let, you know what I'm saying, somebody else run. You know what I'm saying? Even if Trump win or not, or Trump still able to run for show, you know what I'm saying? We need somebody immediately, man. Because I know these other countries, they definitely looking at us real funny right about now. And I'd be surprised, I wouldn't be surprised if they just be like, let's just go get them now before the election. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we in a situation, y'all. But what we finna do, man, we finna get into this video right quick, man. It was breaking news that, you know what I'm saying, that Biden and Harris, they got called, I guess, into the office to have a discussion, man. So I don't want to get the story twisted. So we're going to see what's cracking right quick. Let's go.
Some breaking news into CNN. We've learned that moments ago, President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris called into today's campaign all-staff call at the White House. At any moment, we are expecting to hear from the White House Press Secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, taking a number of difficult questions after she did already yesterday about the president's future. CNN's MJ Lee is live for us inside the briefing room. MJ, you have some new reporting specifically about the chief of staff and a call that he held with staff at the White House telling them to keep their heads up and to focus on their work. Tell us more about that reporting.
Yeah, this is new reporting coming in from our colleague Betsy Klein, who reports that the President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris called into an all-campaign staff call just moments ago. This was described by a source as being a pep talk, and that both of them in this call described the stakes of the election near the end of the call, the president said, let's go win this. And as you mentioned, there are other efforts coming in the campaign, in the White House as well, as a lot of folks, a lot of staffers, aides that are working in the campaign in the White House are really worried about the future of the 2024 campaign. We know that White House Chief of Staff Jeff Zients also had a White House aides call trying to bring some sort of reassurance given the events of the last several days. And we are expecting here White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre to take the podium any minute. And we expect that it is going to be yet another very tough White House press briefing. Just to remind you, yesterday she, of course, confronted a barrage of questions about the president's health, about the release of potentially more medical records or any other information that could give us a better sense about the state of his health, and even questions about whether Dr. Kevin O'Connor, the president's physician, could be somebody who could take questions from reporters. So we do expect those lines of questioning to continue. And of course, all of this is coming with the new reporting that President Biden has privately acknowledged to an ally that he understands that the next couple of days, the next stretch of days, is going to be incredibly important in terms of whether or not he can actually save his candidacy. And what I think is interesting, Boris, to note is that we are seeing the president finally starting to get a little bit more involved himself in the conversations that he is having in private with lawmakers. He is, of course, hosting some Democratic governors who had expressed concerns about his age and the viability of his candidacy. And then, of course, there's that big interview that he is doing on Friday with ABC News, not to mention the press conference that the White House has been talking about that he will participate in next week at the NATO summit. So we'll see how the White House answers all of the questions that we are expecting it to get again today. But again, it is important to sort of emphasize the moment that we are in. This is a White House and a campaign that is very much in crisis mode, and they are also in survival mode right now, Boris.
And Jeff, you have new reporting that privately a growing number of Democrats want Biden to drop out of the race, some as early as this week.
Boris, there has been a really growing swell of sentiment that it is time to move on with this. We've heard a bit of it publicly from Congressman Lloyd Doggett of Texas, and many others behind the scenes are saying a similar thing, that it is time, yes, they respect and appreciate the president's record, but it is also time to really see what is going on here. Now, the president, we are told in his campaign, both Jeff Zients, the White House Chief of Staff, as MJ was saying, and the campaign manager, they're hosting separate staff calls and trying to urge people to stay focused. Hard to stay focused, though, of course, on this when there are these growing calls. the most important meeting of the day, that lunch that is going on right now with the president and the vice president, and that meeting of governors this evening. Democratic governors flying to Washington, virtually all of them, all of the main ones, some of them who could be considered also candidates to meet with the president. So you get the sense, the feeling that so much has changed in 24 hours. Patience is wearing very thin, and time is running out to make something of a move. However, it is still Biden's decision to make. So as MJ was saying, I'm told privately, he has said that he does not want to drag down the Democratic ticket, but has not yet reached the point of making a decision.
Yeah, time is of the essence when making this kind of decision. There's actually a new poll out today, Jeff, from CBS News after the debate that shows a majority of voters think that the president should not run. Walk us through those numbers.
Look, and that is some of the data that they are looking at. Of course, the president and his campaign team are looking closer at battleground data from those 7 battleground states. But look at these national numbers here. Do you think Joe Biden should be running for re-election as president? 69% say no. That's nearly 7 in 10 voters. 31% say yes. So that certainly is an indication at a national level. It's hard to imagine battlegrounds would be any different than that. But again, this is the president's choice to make. First Lady Jill Biden, interestingly, is in Michigan campaigning today. The campaign will go on. Democrats are trying to sort of redirect the focus to the contrast with Donald Trump. Boris, one interesting thing, the Trump campaign has been silent throughout all of this, certainly watching this campaign. But you also have to wonder, are Democrats going to be sort of worrying what they may get here, an unknown in Kamala Harris or someone else? This is an unusual dynamic in this race. Friday, it's 4 months till Election Day.
Yeah, that's why the primary process is so important and so lengthened, so that this can get worked out. If this happens now, it'd be a very abridged and potentially harmful process to the party.
Democratic convention next month, but they have even less time to find someone else should it reach that point.
If we get to that point. Jeff Zeleny, thank you so much.
Hey, so, man, what it is, what I get up out of it, man, basically, dog should go on and just, either let Kamala, finish it out. She run against Trump, and see what it's going to do. She haven't been doing a great job from my understanding, either. This is my, 3rd time really hearing about her since they've been in the presidency. For real, though. It's what have she really been doing? Is she strong enough to handle it? You know what I'm saying? It's politics can't be no joke no more, man. On the real, though. So we got to take in consideration on who we really need to vote and put in that office. And I look at it like Trump, man, straight up, though, for the simple fact that he just showed real leadership. You know what I'm saying? He's a real leader. And it's if he fire people, or if he feels like drug dealers should get the death penalty and all that, that will make shit kind of better. So it's I agree with a lot of the things dog be saying, man. Now about the racism, I ain't never experienced racism with Trump. So I can't say he a racist. I look at it though, he the right leader though. So this go around, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be I guess independent. I don't know what that's called. Hey baby, real quick, what you say you filling out for? On the ballot for your presidency. Oh, American Independent. There it is. Okay, thank you, baby. Yep, American Independent. So therefore, that's what we gonna do over here this round. Therefore, we can vote for whoever we feel just to get the job done. It ain't finna be no Democrat, Republican, but I am definitely gonna run for Trump. You know what I'm saying? We need dog right now, man. We really need them. We up out of here, man. Coolest dude on YouTube, man. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, man. I love y'all, man. Let's get up out of here. Hit!